What's going on? This is My Life in the Shy. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Now, Chicago has seen its share of homicides, but however, when it comes to children, that's another story. Now, March will see 30 homicides just in the month of March alone, 105 total shot. The first will be March 17th, Amari Williams, 13 years old. On the same day, March 17th, Kayla Love, 16 years old, will be found shot. Also, on March 20th, an 8-year-old will be found shot. So now in the case of Kayla Love, 16, story's going to read, teen found fatally beaten, stabbed in Westside Park. Now, they're going to say that this happened in the East Garfield Park neighborhood. They're going to say that she attended Manly Career Academy. So police are going to say that the body found at Holman Park on the 3000 block of West Van Buren around 4:50 p.m. Monday, which is March 17th. They're going to say that they found head trauma and was stabbed in the face and neck close to a dozen times. Now, they do believe that the body was there since Sunday, March 16th. They're going to go to say that someone called the police Sunday, March 16th to report a fight in progress. However, from what I understand is that the police sent a unit to look but did not get out the car allegedly. So they are investigating what happened. Why didn't the police find her? And if they did find her that Sunday, could they have saved her life? Will she still be alive if they did find her the previous day?
And it's crazy because it popped up on Citizen yesterday, talking about men beating a woman at the park. That just goes to show that they got the call, they just didn't respond. So whoever it is, it's on them. 11 is somebody deceased. Yesterday, they had said a woman was getting beat, and these guys didn't pull up. So now she's deceased 24 hours later. Yes, this is real life. On the side of the E-way, 24 hours and no one's seen her. A dead body.
Somebody dead over there. No, they say he beat her to death. Don't you see over there? The body right there. You see the black pants? Now, and then after they said that they called the police last night and the police rolled right past, now they want to block out.
I just want justice for my baby.
Korean Park 3035 Van Buren, inside the playground area.
Kayla Love's family last heard from her on Sunday, March 16th, when she told them she was going to a nearby McDonald's with friends. The next day, police found her dead after relatives say she was severely beaten and stabbed here at Korean Park. Dispatchers referencing a neighbor who called previously.
She called the police yesterday regarding a female being beaten by a male. She just walked by the same location and sees the same female deceased. Offender was a male, black, wearing black clothing.
Now, with the case of Amari Williams, story's going to read, elementary student found shot to death in North Lawndale identified. They're going to go on to say the boy was found shot in the head around 2:10 a.m. back of an apartment building on the 1500 block of South Kildare Avenue. The medical examiner identified him as Amari Williams. Somebody going to say that nobody called 911 to report gunfire. So it is unknown how long Williams was injured before they found him. The area shot spotter location ended last September, so that didn't catch anyone. So they're looking for somebody. Nobody is in custody for this as of now. Now, Thursday, March 20th, story's going to read, Chicago father arrested after 8-year-old son fatally shot. This happened on the 1400 block of East 71st Place in the Grand Crossing neighborhood right off of Blackstone. This happened around 5:22 p.m. Police will be called out to an 8-year-old Josiah Hooker who was reported as being shot. A 5-year-old was also injured. Now, they're going to say the father's name is Derek Taylor, 32 years old. He's being charged with child endangerment, possession of a weapon as a felon, not charged with actually shooting the child. They're going to say what happened was Derek Taylor was asleep when he heard a loud bang, and he woke up to find his son shot in the head. 3 other children were also in the home. Police found a handgun loaded, which was the actual gun used in this, and they did not find the father with lack of a FOID card or a concealed carry. They're not saying exactly what happened in this case. They're saying 3 other children were in there, and they're all minors, so they're concealing the identities of all of them. I'm wondering if, of course, it sounds as if it was an accident. Maybe one of the other kids accidentally, picked up the gun and it was an accident is what it's sounding like, which is a tragic case. And this is why he's being charged with child endangerment. In the case of Caleb Love, 16 years old, I don't understand why somebody would have to stab her. She didn't weigh, I wouldn't even think maybe 100 pounds soaking wet. So why somebody would have to stab her and beat her like that is a tremendous tragedy in and of itself. Now, in the case of Caleb Love, 16 years old, somebody did call the police. However, why somebody would have to beat her that much? She couldn't have weighed 100 pounds, soaking wet. So why would somebody have to stab her, beat her like that? That is a tremendous tragedy. I think that we need to get more nosy, more active in our communities. I'm glad somebody did speak up and give a description and call the police. Was this a case of misjustice where the police did not do their jobs? We will find out what their policy is when they respond to a fight. Chicago, we must do better. This is absolutely unacceptable. Man, it's up to us to govern our communities, protect our women, our children, our elders. Get out there and let these youngsters know you cannot win if we fighting against each other. Anyway, make sure you guys like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace, y'all.
See on fire, ooh, down to the wire. It's my life in the shine. Ooh, it's my life in the shine.